When you watch the quiz live, what you're seeing is the end result. 1 to 2 weeks of preparations. And granted, mistakes do get made, but what can you say? It is a live show after all. That doesn't mean there won't be a mistake-free show one day. Anyway, that's during the show. Today, we're going to go over everything that happens in the weeks before the show. Before we get started, only a small percentage of you watching are actually subscribed to the channel, so if you enjoyed today's video, consider subscribing to the channel. This video has been scripted and is in a new style of video I am trying out, so if you would like to see more like this, let me know by leaving a comment down below. Anyway, let's get into it, starting from the very beginning. You can't have a show without there being a date for it, so you could say this is the most important step of the entire preparation process. When it comes to picking dates, I usually try to go for a date 1 to 2 weeks into the future, though there have been times where this was 3 weeks in advance due to another situation, though this is rare. Once the date is picked, I create and post the announcements. Announcements are done on or around the time the show date is picked. There is a Twitter announcement and a Discord announcement. The Twitter announcement is usually just a quick tweet showing the show number, date and time of the show, some information for new contestants, and an application link. This is a similar story for the Discord announcements, though instead of links to the application form, there are links to the other channels of the server. These announcements tend to have more detail in them as there is a much larger character limit on Discord compared to Twitter. A few days after the announcements are posted, I'll send another message in the Discord server stating that we are looking for contestants and if people have applied, they should, quote, DM me if you'll be free for our next show. Contestants are picked on a first come, first served basis, but this can change based on their microphone quality, which I can check by asking the person to send a short audio clip to me. Most of the time, the audio will sound fine and the contestant will be invited to a private show's Discord server where they can talk with the other contestants and join a voice channel to communicate during the live show, answering questions and talking to the host. Once the contestants have been picked, the next stage of preparation is to record player intros. These are what you see at the start of the show and are followed by the game shelf, but we'll touch upon that later. For the contestants, this is quite a simple process, as all they need to do is record a short voice clip of them introducing themselves and giving their thoughts on what they hope will happen, or just say how they feel about being on the show. What you see in the in-game footage is my second Minecraft account in the skin of the contestant, with the voiceover added onto it. This saves time and makes the preparation process quicker without having to rely on the contestants being available all the time. It's also easier than having to direct everybody around the intro recordings area. Once the contestants have been confirmed, the next step is to announce them to the public. This is usually done around 3 days before the show and is done by releasing individual clips onto Twitter and writing a short bio about the contestant based off something they said in their intro clip. Announcements are also done on the Discord server and are done using DiscoHook, which is a tool that allows you to create messages using embeds. I won't show how to use this tool, but there are plenty of videos on YouTube if you wanted to look into this. The renders you see on the Discord announcements for the contestants are created in Minimator and then added to the announcement message. It is at this point that the contestants no longer need to keep the secret that they are due to appear on the show. As of writing the script for this video, the challenge round was only added to the show a few days ago during show 22. This round is played randomly during the show and is announced by the sound of a trumpet playing. To keep this round entertaining and ensure it doesn't take up too much time away from the main show, this round is pre-recorded in the week before the show goes live. This round is recorded with each contestant individually and may take the duration of a week to record all 3 clips due to the availability of contestants, hence why show preparation takes as long as it does and why the quiz live isn't a weekly event. Once all 3 clips are recorded, they are edited down, combined into one long clip and added into OBS to be played during the show. Another section of the show that is pre-recorded is the game shelf. Whilst this could be integrated directly into the live show and not pre-recorded, it would only increase the preparation time due to not knowing what rounds are going to be selected. By pre-recording this section, it allows me to know exactly what rounds to prepare for and how many questions we'll need writing for that show. This clip is added onto the contestant intro clip to create a combined clip of introductions and the game shelf. This means only needing to add one media source to OBS, which saves space and the need to click multiple media sources with good timing. This moves nicely onto the question writing. This is usually the final stage of preparation as it can be done quickly and doesn't need too much time taken on it to write a good set of questions. This can be achieved in anywhere from 1 to 2 hours due to a feature on the Minecraft wiki called Random Page. With the Random Page link bookmarked on my browser, it allows me to quickly go to a random Minecraft wiki page to look for questions. Whilst this definitely speeds up the time it takes to write questions, unfortunately there is no way to filter out any specific pages, like Minecraft Dungeons and launcher versions. However, sometimes I'll still look up specific items, blocks, mobs, or even recent Minecraft updates to look for Minecraft trivia. And after all that, we get to the show day. By now, everything is ready to go, and all that's left to do is wait for 3 PM to start the stream. Of course, there is the thumbnail, title, and description for the stream, but they don't need to be gone over as that's just the standard process of creating a live stream on YouTube. But if you did want to know what I use to create thumbnails, it's Paint.net, which is a free piece of software. It's outro time! And with that, the show goes on. I hope you enjoyed looking into how I prepare for a show for the quiz live. If you have any more questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Also, if you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to the channel, as this is the first time I have done a video in this format. Thank you very much for watching, man has been happy, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.